Hi guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the second half of April reading for you all. April 16th through the 30th reading for Scorpio. How are you all today? I am doing fantastic. I hope you guys are too. Springtime. I love this time of the year. Birds are chirping, everything's blooming. Just a happy time of the year. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so if it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. I think I want this one. Well, having a hard time. Alright, you all, let's see what we got. The Nine of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. The Wheel. And the Four of Pentacles. Clarifying, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Moon card. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Wow, some of you guys might be getting engaged. You know, they say when I get the wedding card that it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get married, but when I get the engagement card, some of you guys might be getting engaged. I'll put it that way since I can't say everyone. A win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, sorry, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. This makes me feel like some of you guys might be working with someone. It might be a person that you're getting engaged to. It might be a good friend. It might be some kind of a partner that you guys could put your minds together and actually make something better. Four of Abundance. It's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. Well, this is kind of like this Four of Pentacles a little bit. You know, sometimes it can be a miserly, greedy card, and sometimes it can be you doing something with it, you opening that new business, or buying that new home, or getting married, or saving for a rainy day. So it can go in different ways. Give me just a minute, okay? You know, when I get, and this is not, hold on. Some of you guys might be in a great relationship, and you may have maybe issues from your past. Maybe you have a third person involved in your relationship as far as someone sticking their nose in your relationship. like a mother-in-law, father-in-law, friend, that kind of thing. Because when I get the Three of Swords and then I get the Ten of Pentacles up here, Ten of Cups, excuse me, it's almost like these are total opposites. So when I get this Ten of Cups along with the engagement, along with the Four of Wands, along with the Wheel and this other win-win solution, I feel like that for a lot of you guys, you're in a fantastic relationship and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and you're actually getting closer and closer to possibly getting engaged. So that's what this Four of Wands can mean. I mean, some people say it's a wedding card, and it can be. I usually look at it like there's a reason to celebrate, there's a reason to have a party, whether it be an engagement or a wedding, or even a new home or a new business, a baby possibly. But these kind of all go hand in hand. And then when I get the Three of Swords, it just makes me feel like either this is someone trying to sabotage your relationship, or this is something that's happened in your past that you need to get through, that you need to get out of your life, possibly. Now, it doesn't have to be with a relationship, but it can be. But I mean, it can be like with siblings or with friends or with co-workers. You may have felt like somebody stabbed you in the back a little bit, or somebody took advantage, or somebody hurt you in some way. Usually it's 3 people that's involved, so it could be you and 2 other people. But when I get them side by side and you're clarifying, it's almost like you have to get through this in order to have this. Or if this is a job or a family issue, maybe this is about to end. Because I can see new things coming in for you all. New good things, by the way. I'm going to put this up here. So with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands, it's almost like you feel like you're being challenged. You feel like you're being suffocated, maybe. I'm not sure why I'm saying that. So that's how I'm feeling with these cards. But then when you look at the rest of these cards, this is not going to be an issue much longer. You're not going to allow this to control your life anymore. So maybe let's say it is a job or a career situation or something like that, and you're going to be like, you know what, I can't take this job anymore. I'm getting stabbed in the back. I'm getting people that are taking advantage of me. So maybe you go out and look for another job and you get a better job paying more money with this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe possibly even get married and move into a new home with the Ace of Pentacles. The aces, this particular ace can mean financial gain for a lot of you, but it can also mean your happiness and your wealth and your security and your abundance and things like that. So that gets me excited for you. Especially with this Four of Pentacles and the Four of Abundance over here, it makes me feel like a lot of you guys are going to have financial gain. So it could be like a pay raise. It could be a promotion. It could be a new job. It could be a large sum of money coming in for some of you, or your taxes, or something you've been waiting for possibly. So I have a good feeling that for some of you, you are making more money. You are saving money. That's how I feel with this Four of Pentacles. Some people say it could be a greedy or miserly card. But honestly, it's just it depends on how I feel about it. It can mean that you're hanging on to something in an unhealthy way, but I don't see it like that. I see it like maybe you're saving for a rainy day. Maybe you're wanting to accomplish something or save money for something. Maybe save money for this wedding or a new home. Or maybe just for retirement, you all. Sometimes that's all it, that's what it means. It's just you're stashing money back for something that's bigger that you might need it for. Which is great. So as far as you guys hanging on to things too tightly, I don't see that for you all. I think you guys are just being wise with your money. If you have extras, you're trying to save it. And I think that's fantastic. Give me just a minute, okay? When I get this Two of Swords right here, this is like a dilemma. This is a choice or a decision that you're going to have to make, possibly regarding your job, for instance. Let's say that. And you're like, well, I like the people I work with, but I don't like the job, or I don't, vice versa, you know. I like the job, but I don't like the people. They might be stabbing you in the back. And you're like, should I go somewhere else? Should I put in a resume? Or you have two different jobs that's wanting you. Or you have two different cities that you might want to go move to. You have a dilemma here. It could be moving in with this person that you're getting engaged to, so you have to move away. That kind of thing. Or should I sell my house and move in with them, or should they move in with me? But for some reason you don't want to make this choice or this decision. It's kind of on the stressful side. You're afraid, if I go this way, what will happen if it don't work out? Or if I go this way, what will happen if, you know, and you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But in your mind, you already know which way you're wanting to go. So as soon as you go ahead and speak it and say it and tell everybody what you're wanting to do, the faster you'll get through it and you'll move on. When I get this Wheel card right here, it makes me feel like it's time for a new cycle in your life. And you know, sometimes when your life gets a little boring or stale, or you do the same things every single day, and you're like, okay, man, I need some kind of a change in my life. I'm so sick of my life the way it is. I can't stand it. And then the Wheel comes in and says, surprise. Here's a new cycle. Here's the ending of one cycle and a brand new cycle for you. Here's a new change. Here's a new opportunity. Here's a new way of life. And it makes me feel like it is with possibly a new partner in your life regarding this engagement card. Maybe it's with a new partner regarding this win-win solution. And for some of you, the person you're in love with might be your new partner as far as this win-win solution. The two of you guys put together could do wonders. I mean, seriously. And maybe that's where the financial gain's coming in. Because you guys are putting your heads together and you're doing better than you would if it was just one or the other. Because with this Ten of Cups right here, you all, this is a loving and a permanent relationship. This is you guys being happy with whoever you're with and the situation that you're in. This is you putting this Three of Swords behind you and moving forward. And taking the bull by the horn, so to speak. And saying, you know what? I'm ready to live my life. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to get this nonsense out of my life. But a lot of times this is just challenges and obstacles that'll be thrown at you. It's a wounded warrior, right? He's wounded. He don't feel like dealing with it. And that's when everything seems to, when it rains, it pours. Some of you guys may have been sickly lately. You may have just gotten over an illness or gotten out of the hospital with this card. But you're getting better. Sometimes when I get this card, I feel like, let's say, someone's in the hospital and then the bills keep piling up, and then all of a sudden you're not working, the bills are piling up, you have no money to pay your bills, and this is kind of how you're feeling. It's like, people, leave me alone, quit calling me and telling me that I owe something. I know I owe something. Let me get better and so I can go back to work. That's kind of how I feel today, especially. So if this is the case, whether you had a cold or a flu, or, you know, or someone that you know and love has been in the hospital and it's prevented you from working. But it seems to be getting better. Everything seems to be getting better. So if you guys have been struggling, if you have been beating yourself up or not sleeping good, or having this third party involved in your life somehow. I think that all of those things are changing. And I'm happy to say that. Because you guys need a new cycle, a new way of life, a new way of thinking. Something great to look forward to, and that's what you're getting. Now, when I get this moon card, it can mean intuition. It can mean that your instincts are going to be stronger than usual. And you guys already have. You're a water sign. You already have the instincts and the intuition and the gut feelings that you need. And that put you in the right direction. Or it leads you down the right path. But some of you guys are going to it's going to get even stronger. It's going to get even more intense. And you're going to know what to do. You're going to know which way to go. That's why when I say this Two of Swords, it's almost like you already know which path to take, but you're putting it off. You're holding it off for some reason because you're afraid you're going to hurt somebody here. That's how I feel. Sometimes it's other people, but sometimes it's yourself. And you're like, well, I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to leave my friends. I don't want to leave my coworkers. That kind of thing. You might be having to move or go to military or move to another country and do something completely different. And you're kind of tense about it because you don't want to leave those people that you know and love or that job. But you already know what's best for you. Your gut and your instincts have already told you. And you're going to make the right choice. You always make the right choice for yourself. Sometimes we don't feel like we do. Sometimes it's man alive, why on earth did I do that? But sometimes it's just a life experience that you have to go through, right? That's how we live, that's how we learn, that's how we grow. Sometimes we have to go through sorrow and sadness in order to move up to the next level. We'll think back, I ain't doing that again. You know, you learn your lesson. That's the whole idea. But on the flip side of this moon card too, it can mean that, you know, you might see something in one way, but it's not that way at all. So it almost makes me feel like with this Three of Swords here, it almost makes me feel like you might think that this person is butting in, for instance. Your family, your friends might be butting into your romantic life, or it's your siblings. You might think that, or they might give you that impression, but it might not be that way at all. You might think that your coworkers are stabbing you in the back, but little do you know, they might actually have your back. So it kind of makes me feel like with this moon and this Three of Swords and then this happy family, this is how I look at it. It's almost like, no, this is actually not happening. You just think it is. Or this is from your past and you need to move forward from it. And that's how I'm feeling. Maybe it's an ex of some sort that you need to continue to get out of your life so you can move forward in a new relationship. Because this is a happy home. This is a beautiful home. This is your love, is that you're fulfilled and you're happy and you're emotionally satisfied. So for a lot of you, it is another person. It is an engagement. It is a life-changing experience. And a happy life-changing experience. And for some of you with this win-win solution, it could be a new partner in your life. Someone, a friend or something that you can love. And that you guys will be glued together. But for some of you, financial gain. And happiness and abundance and security. Some of you are saving money for something big that you're wanting in life. Or for retirement, or for a rainy day. And there's nothing in this world wrong with that. Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. I rearranged these cards so I can show you what can happen if you try, if you want it, if you can look at the brighter side of things. I have a feeling that with this Three of Swords and this Nine of Wands, that these are things from your past, or these are maybe an illness, like I said before, or an issue that you're just going to have to get through, that you're going to have to go get out of your mind. I don't think this is with a relationship that you're with now, but I think maybe this is someone from your past that you're going to have to move forward. If it's co-workers, or if it's your siblings, you guys might be fighting over money, inheritance or something. I think it's going to pass. I do. And I also think that some things are not always as they seem or as they appear. So some of you guys might be thinking about this Three of Swords when it's not actually even happening. Or someone might have your back versus you thinking the opposite direction. This is also intuition and gut instincts that's going to lead you down the right path. And then with this Two of Swords, this is basically like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I get that other job? What happens if I get these two options? Which option should I take? Where should I move to? That kind of thing. Should I leave my friends? Should I leave my family? But you already know what you need to do for yourself. And you're going to make the right choice or the right decision. But all this is doing is it's wearing you plumb out. It's exhausting you by just sitting here thinking about it all the time. So go ahead. Make the choice. Tell somebody about it. And move on. And then I get this Four of Pentacles along with this Four of Abundance, which makes me feel like some of you guys are getting in some kind of financial gain. Whether it be a pay raise, a promotion, a bonus. Some of you guys might be waiting for an inheritance or a lawsuit. Something different. Sometimes when you start a job, they give you a big chunk of money at the beginning of it. And maybe that's where it's coming in. But I think you guys are doing pretty well for yourself, the majority of you. And if you're not, you might start very, very soon to where you can actually start saving money. And then, of course, with this Four of Wands, this is some kind of something that you're growing. This is a base to something that you're growing, whether it be this engagement and this marriage, this relationship, or whether it be that new home, a new family, a new job. This is a structure. So you're growing a structure, and there's going to be a reason to have a party to celebrate it. And then with this Ace of Pentacles, like I said, financial gain, but not only financial gain. This is your happiness and your security and your health. This is all kinds of great stuff starting out in a new chapter. And then when I get the Wheel, this is a brand new cycle, you all. A brand new cycle that you can start out fresh. And if you're bored out of your mind and doing the same things over and over and over, this is changing. And when I get that make the effort, it can stand for a relationship, but it can also stand for you living your life. You actually making an effort to move forward. You making this decision possibly. Because some of you are getting engaged or getting married. And you're going to have a happy, happy, happy home. This is just love, and they've gotten everything. They've got the kids, they've got wealth. They're happy. This is a really good reading, Scorpio. A win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. Whether this be a friend or a business partner or your romantic partner, this makes me feel like between the two of you guys, if you wanted to, if this is for you, that you guys have, that your two ideas can come together and make something great. Four of Abundance. It's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. So if you are holding back with your partner, you need to open up. You need to make the effort. Your happiness is in your hands. Remember that. Alright, Scorpio, this is a good reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. This is your second half of April reading, April 16th through the 30th reading for Scorpio. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.